Hello guys, this is Miguel Olvera and today is day 59 of the 90-day challenge for the law of attraction, and today we have a special video because I've been getting a lot of comments in regards of why I left you some homework yesterday, and I want to make sure that we are all clear and why did I ask you to do what I asked you to do. So let's get started. Welcome back guys, this is Miguel Olvera and today is day 59 of the 90-day challenge for the law of attraction. Yesterday we talked about that I needed you to do a written description on the type of person that you wanted to become, and I got a lot of comments and a lot of questions of why do I have to do this? Why is it do I have to write it down? Can I just think about whatever I want? There is a big correlation in you actually thinking about it and actually putting it on paper. When you are actually putting it on paper, you're using a lot more of your brain in terms of cells. When you micro cells, or everything that we have in our brain and neural pathways, when you are actually making that effort in writing down whatever you want to become or whatever you want to get. By you doing that, you are forcing your body to do certain things. When you actually write, you're using a lot of micro cells or cells in your brain that are actually connecting with each other, and you're creating bridges, so to speak. So when you actually write things down, you are actually thinking about what you want to go and write down. You are actually getting involved in the exercise. By you just thinking about it and wishing, it's just a thought that just comes and goes. Just like, driving on the freeway, you see all those posts just passing you by as you're driving on the highway. You know those light posts? They're carrying the electricity all over the place in rural places, and you see the posts just passing you by as you're driving on the road. Yeah, that's just the way your mind works when you're thinking about what you want to become. But once you put it on paper, you are actually taking the time and grabbing a pen, getting a piece of paper and start writing it down. That's a totally different story. Your brain is actually getting involved with it. Your body is getting involved with it. You are actually thinking about it. You are actually getting emotional into it. And don't just write it down on your phone. Don't use that or use a computer to write this exercise. Actually grab a pen and a piece of paper. Well, this is a marker. Grab a pen, a piece of paper, and start writing your idea. That is the trick of that exercise. So I want to clear confusion. I want to explain why I ask you what I ask you. And also number two, I want to make sure that we talk about the law of the creative process, or I want you to learn about the creative process. So the creative process starts from the beginning. At the beginning, it's just a thought. So as we've been using our stick person for every example that I try to illustrate for you and make it clear, the ideas that you have in your mind, whatever that you want to achieve or whatever that you want to become, are going to come to you from all over the place. They're going to come to you from the ether, so to speak. And remember, the ideas that you get, whatever idea that you want to do, be, or have, you have the choice. They're either negative, you have the choice to make them negative or to make them positive. Or, to have that idea and, take you to the point that you want to get. Well, that's a positive idea, or that's a creative, or that's something that you will make sure that you actually, make use of it. But if it's something that is not going to take you to the point that you want to get, then definitely that's a negative idea. That's something you probably have to reject, so to speak. So always keep that in mind. When you make that description, that written description, and you have ideas, once you finish having that description and you read it and reread it and reread it as I will ask you to do in following videos, You're going to come across some ideas or hunches or gut feelings, however you want to describe it. And those are just ideas that come in from the ether or from other minds, if you want to, properly put it that way. The ideas are already out there, and we are just grabbing those ideas like radios. We are just getting all those ideas, all those thoughts, and those thoughts actually go into your conscious mind. Remember, your conscious mind is inductive. So when you become inductive and you are actually reasoning and thinking about whatever you want to become, let's call that X. Just for example, once you receive a thought, you have the choice. Is that thought productive? Is something that's going to help me get to what I want to get? To become the person that I wrote down on the paper or not? If it's not, reject that idea. If it's good, keep it, entertain it, kick it around, reason with it, see what it can do for you. That is a creative process. At least that's the first step. Once you have an idea of what you can do, how to do it, or once the circumstances start to change and you start to looking at the opportunity or the ability to actually, getting into it, little by little, your subconscious mind is going to start to believe it. Little by little, it's going to start to believe it. Remember, at the beginning, your old paradigm or your old conditioning is going to reject every single thought that you put in there. But little by little, as you start rereading and rewriting this description that I asked you to do yesterday, your subconscious mind is going to start accepting it. Remember, your subconscious mind can only be deductive, but the habits and the old conditioning is what rejects what you actually put into it. It's not that it's wants to change it. It's just the way that you were brought up will give you that pushback, so to speak. Okay? So the creative mind or the conscious mind is creative, and then you can use imagination to actually think or imagine being there. The subconscious mind is spiritual, and you use it with your emotions. That's how you trigger it, with emotions, with feelings. So let's say that this idea, you want to plant it in here, you have to use emotions for you to be able to move it. Once this idea starts getting together, or these two, the subconscious and the subconscious mind start talking to each other, guess what? Your body was going to start to move, and that's the same vibration. Remember, the body is just an instrument of the mind. So once the body starts moving in that vibration, your results will start to change. Whatever you want, or whatever you want to achieve, whatever you wrote down on that paper and you read over and over and over, as I will suggest you guys do, that's when you actually will start reaching those goals. The law of vibration, guys, the law of attraction is all about this. I tried to illustrate the law of attraction right here. But remember, law of vibration is a primary law. So everything is vibrating. You're thinking in vibrations. You're feeling in vibrations. Your body receives those vibrations to start to work and start getting the results that you want. That is the law of attraction in a nutshell. Again, guys, this was never taught in school. So for some people, this idea or this illustration or what I just explained here, it's difficult to understand or it's difficult to grasp for some people. So we have about 30, day 60 is tomorrow. We have about 31 days left, by which I'm going to explain more in detail how this creative process works. How can you make use of it? How can you take advantage of it? How to actually put it to work? We all have it. Whoever learns to do it will become better in getting the results that they want. Some people go through these unconsciously, and that's why they have whatever they have. Some people go through these consciously, and that's how they say, I want to do this, and they go and do it. One thing is certain, guys, we all go through it, whether you know it or not. Okay? Just remember when you first started, like I said, riding a bike or learning how to drive a car, etc., etc. You went through this right here. So please, give yourself some time. If you haven't done it, please give yourself that opportunity to write down that description. that written description of the person that you want to become. What do you want? What do you really want? What do you want to have? What do you want to be? Talk about, wealth, physical stuff. Talk about emotional stuff, and talk about health. Don't worry about, don't forget about your health. That's the very most important thing. What's the point of having, $100 million if you're not healthy? So don't forget to take care of your health, and actually, whatever you describe, make sure that you talk about how healthy you are. Okay, guys? Thank you very much for being with me for the last 59 days. If you have any friends, relatives, or co-workers, anybody that you think will benefit from this, please let them know. Show them or tell them what we're doing. Make sure that you actually subscribe to the channel, that you actually turn on your post notifications, and you share and like and follow this channel or these videos, so we are able to expand this knowledge to other people. Thank you once again, guys, for being with me for the last 59 days, and today for another 11-12 minutes together. Thank you for your time. It's been quite a journey for me. Hopefully I'm putting some value and you are using this information for a good benefit. Thank you very much, guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.